Welcome back, everyone, here at Heritage Outdoors. I'm so glad you were able to stop by and just see what we have for today. I've waited a really long time. It's just been too cold to be doing any of the buzzbait fishing here in Ohio. But now that the water's starting to warm up and hopefully we continue this trend, I just want to get this tip out there before you guys actually start to be throwing this. So I remember when I was growing up, there was all these old timers and stuff. As they were driving around in the country, like I grew up in Perry County here in Ohio, and you would see their buzz baits and stuff hanging out the window of their truck as they were going down the road, and these buzz baits would just be flopping around behind them. And you know, I remember asking them as a kid. I remember my dad talking to them and like, you know, what exactly are you guys doing? Like, you know, and they would be telling my dad, they'd be telling me, and they'd be like, you know, we're just trying to tune our buzz baits. And you know, we really didn't know what they were talking about, but they were like, yeah, we're tuning them, you know, kind of like you're tuning a car or whatever. Well, you know, my 9-year-old mind just couldn't comprehend that. So when I tried to do it, I about got, you know, I got in some serious trouble with my dad as I was scratching the side of his truck with the metal blades and just the bait in general, the lure in general. It was scratching the fire out of his paint job on that Ford Ranger we had. And so my dad was like, you know, we're not doing that. And at the same time, I was using a Zebco 33, which really didn't hold up to the weight of this buzzbait. You know, we just didn't know how to fish it and everything. So now that I'm older and you understand like how a buzzbait works, these blades, they spin, they're like propellers, and it makes a gurgling sound or a plopping sound as it's coming across the top of the water in a medium to fast retrieve. And that creates like a reaction strike. So what we have here is 2 War Eagles, the exact same bait that you can find at any Walmart store in the lure department, fishing department, hunting department, that type of thing. These are 3/8 ounce. I want to show you a quick tuning method you could use straight out of the box, straight out of the package, and it will help you speed up your tuning process so you don't have to damage the paint job on your truck or your dad's truck or, you know, just any vehicle in general. So again, these are the metal blades and they spin and it throws that water and it just creates a reaction strike, and the bass just can't stand it. I mean, they just hammer this thing like all the time. So what we do, first thing right out of the package is, if you're looking at this, all right, I'm trying to hold this up here. Let's see. So if you can see the bend on that, it's pretty good. This is a pretty good bend. Maybe just a little bit more here. I want to try to bend these to about 90 degrees. So what I do is, I'm sorry, I took it off camera here. So taking this, all right, get you a pair of pliers. I'm just trying to bend this to about a really good 90-degree angle here. That way it really catches some water and just really throws it. That's all I'm trying to do here. All right, that's all I'm trying to do. Get a really, looks pretty good, looks pretty good. All right, the next thing I want to do is, I don't like the way that this is bent, but that's fine. I'm just going to take these pair of pliers. I'm just going to bend this out. All right, carefully you don't catch yourself with. Actually, they crimped this down. They did. Oh, War Eagle had it going on, man. I'm trying not to get the hook to catch me. All right, so this here, this piece here, it's crimped, which is fine. We'll just enable this thing to come off. We'll coax it. So there it is, it's off. All right, so now that that's off, you can pull this this propeller piece off. And if you're looking, you can see the size of that hole. All right. So all I want to do, like when these old timers, what they were doing is as they were having the bait outside of the truck, as they were going down the highway, the wire from this and the blades would be spinning, and it would make that hole slightly larger. That's what they were trying to do. So instead of like a week of this tuning process or a couple days of a tuning process, you can either take an old file, like a small file like this, or you can speed up the process with your impact drill. All right, so just making sure like you get the right size. You don't want to go too big, because then, you know, again, this is one of those slower processes. You don't want to go too fast, because then you might go too big and actually pop through the sides of the blade here, the little bit of metal that we have. So this is pretty good. I'm just putting this in that. All right, and you can already tell that's a pretty decent size hole. Nice, smooth. This one here is the one I'm worried about. Just don't be pushing, because this drill bit will go right through and right into your finger. All right, so that's, there you go. There's that. You got it slightly bigger. So as compared to, hey buddy, what you doing? What you doing in here?
I just wanted to.
Okay, I'll be out here in a little bit, all right?
That is trying to eat me.
What?
That is trying to eat me.
They're trying to eat you.
Uh-huh.
Who is?
Lila.
Lila.
Yeah.
Lila don't try to eat nobody. So I'm just going to be showing you again what the old one with the original version looked like versus what this looks like. And again, you want to make sure you have your fingers far enough away from that hook. You don't want that hook to get you. All right, so going back to these blades, you can see the difference in the holes. Hopefully, let's see. So you can see the different size holes there, which is good. That's what you want. All right, so again, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to put the original one back on, because I want you to be able to hear the difference in the sounds. Okay, so I was actually surprised that this one did not have like a ball bearing in the front. I honestly, I want this just a little more. So this in here is the original. We're putting this back on. You know what? Leave it just like that. All right. I'm just going to use the pliers. Keep my hands safe. All right, then you just take your pliers and you just bend this right back the way it was. Try to go straight down. Really, there you go. That's fine. All right, so that one's on there. And I really want this to be able to slide back and forth. This here not being crimped down, that's fine with me. I'm not going to be mad at all. All right, so that one is the updated one. This one here is going to be the original. All right, we haven't messed with any of the propellers on that. I was just taking it off just so you can see what everything looks like. Hey Hudson, glad you could join us here. They're inside, bud. Alright, so putting this back on, and again, it has a little bit of play. That's fine. I'm going to be taking it off soon anyway to do this to this one. Alright, So bending this down. All right. So I just want you to hear the difference. So here's the original. Oh, and you see how this wire is kind of bent up like that.
It's done. It's done there.
All right. So here's the original. Go. All right. So I'm just going to hold this just like this so you guys can see. And I'm going to blow on it just to simulate the water. You can hear that little bit of a screech, just a little bit. Not much of a screech besides my heavy breathing. All right, now I'm gonna, again, this one here has not been as much as I like. This is a pretty good sized blade. A lot of times you want this to be almost perpendicular or parallel, not perpendicular, parallel with the main wire here. But if not, that's fine. Okay, so this one here is the one that we updated. All we did was we kind of turned these propellers, we turned them in just a little bit more, closer to 90 degrees, and we enlarged the hole. All right, so here we go. A little bit more of a screech on that, and on top of turning these in, the blades just a little bit more, it throws more water, so it has a little bit more of a deeper sound, a harsher sound, which is just going to be killer. What I would like to do, and I don't have any in here right now, most of them come with like a little metal ball, like the ones from Strike King, the buzz baits from Strike King. They have a metal ball bearing right in the front, which really helps. It just helps that metal on metal sound just a little bit more. But that's my my take on how you can fine tune your buzz baits just a little bit more, just to get more results out of your straight out of the box or straight out of the package for that lure. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much and have a good one.